Hey guys, this is SF and welcome to Rant on Sundays. Although it is technically not Sunday, I am recording on Monday and uploading on the same day. But this week I'll be on my any account or global account and basically just farming the library for some monsters that I haven't been working on. So mainly Dorothy, and I didn't even lock her yet. Don't worry, I don't really sell much, so I don't have to worry about that. And Dorothy and what's his other name? And Mad Hatter. They both need Joker and Queen of Hearts, which is in the library right now. I'm gonna double check if they're actually up in. Nope, they're not up in the normal thing. So library, and I guess I'll go with Joker first. And my team is actually Takesha. Wait, let me just set my team. So Takesha, Hermes, and Arthur and Gabby. But might not be doing all 5 runs, depending. Maybe I'll do depending on how much luck I get and if I can actually beat it, because I haven't done Joker for a long time. But I just remember a shield breaker with a no gravity bear is really strong. And I missed my freaking gauge for the shield breaker. That is off to a good start. But I didn't get a Random Talk Sunday because I did do one on Friday. Then my recording got cut off halfway, and I was like, holy crap, it was pretty bad. But and I was really busy on the weekend. That's why I usually record most of my stuff for the weekend, like for Mondays, for Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays on Friday. And I actually didn't do one for a tower. Holy crap, I forgot everything. I really forgot everything. Ooh, that's not good. I should be able to survive. That's something not good. I do have an extra run stocked up, but tower is gone for both versions. So I can't really do anything about it. I totally forgot about it. Like I said, busy like hell. But anyways, lots of stuff came in on over the weekend in terms of news, especially in the JP side. Global, not that much because we just had the tower. People pretty much having most of their time onto the tower, and then Yamato Takeru Zero came by as well, and that ended. So not much in terms of global stuff, but JB stuff, they announced a lot of new things. One being, let's start with the new series. So Egyptians 2.0, which is Nephthys, Thoth, and Atum. And in my opinion, they're not that bad, but of course they're not too great either. It's okay. I'm kind of indifferent about them. Like, they're like, what you call it? They're like event series Hatcher strong. Let's just say that. Nothing really like special about them. Nothing really like that you have to have. It's kind of most people don't really like the Hatcher just because, like, in the previous 2 or 3 Hatchers, there is that one monster that is really good for a current Colossal. So like previous one was like, well, I'm not including Final Fantasy, but previous one had Hansel and Gretel, but not previous one has Guinevere, which is good for Arcadia. You saw her beating Arcadia on my video. And then the one before that was Hansel and Gretel, and of course Wizard of Oz. So there's no that catch for that Hatcher, which is kind of sad, but I'm pretty sure they have something up their sleeves for in terms of upcoming dungeons. But I think the winner... Who's the winner? People really like Toto a lot just because he is the first counter slayer that is in his base ability, and his bump combo is a tag laser, so does require a lot of skill to actually master and deal like really crazy damage with the tag laser, but it does do a ton of damage. And I think his strike shot is a counter mode. Let me check. Strike shot is a counter mode. So tag lasers, when there is a tag laser with the counter mode, it becomes an actual lock on. So even if it gets hit by something that is like not the closest enemy to that monster, it becomes a lock on laser. So in ways it's really good, but you do have to control it, and let's not use it yet. Save it for a better shot. What's a strike shot? And not gonna do that. Hopefully I don't kill myself with this. Okay, good. Oh, that one shot, but whatever. Should be okay. Okay, I'm gonna strike shot and hit the mech bird as well. Okay, that is fine. And I'm gonna go up and down for the strike shot. I'm not going side to side. Grab the heart, hit the mech birds. Doesn't look great. Ouch. Okay, that's why I don't really like Joker that much. Well, that is one loss. I don't know if I should switch Hermes, but it wasn't that bad. It's just that it's just that my monsters clumped up a lot on there. Like a lot. But in terms of the farmables, Sphinx, of course, is the Insidious. I should bring something that is a little bit more damaging, I guess. Anything that is super crazy in terms of damage, I guess. Origami, if I not Origami, Alice. Origami is one of the friendless monsters, friendless names, but for that healing, I guess, and the shield is shield breaker structure is also good, but Sphinx is not that bad in terms of event monsters. Most people will want it just because it's a very good Izanagi Zero monster. Like, it deals a ton of damage to. It's really good for Izanagi Zero. Recovery as no warp, so deals with that. And he has an 8 turn. She has an 8 turn counter mode strike shot, which is basically the same as Aladdin. And the only reason that Aladdin is really strong in that dungeon. So most people will probably farm it, but if you don't really care about Izanagi Zero and you have things like Cybele, then you probably won't need her that much in terms of max luck. And of course, she's an Insidious, so it's not going to be an easy. It's not going to be an easy max luck, in my opinion. I know a lot of people just don't do Insidious just because, although they're really good monsters, they are really hard. They're harder than Extremes, at least. I wouldn't say, and some even say they're harder than Impossibles. Of course, those Impossibles being like probably like Izanami or like Skyomi, which are really easy right now. But other than that, nothing really crazy in terms of the other one. Like Pharaoh is a Slayer M with an 8 turn all null, kind of like PCG3. Somebody would like him a lot, but it is a Fibulas Slayer, so not many Fibulas in the game. Medjet is okay, 31 floor monster. Like, it's kind of like a pseudo Margaret, which could be saying something in the near future because he has no guarded barrier, and then the only difference is the strike shot, where Margaret is a reveal weak spot, where Margaret is a reveal hits weak spot, and then Medjet is a laser. So it could be saying something. Like one-way laser, no gravity barrier, and I think they both have the same critical and of course bounce monster. So if you want a pseudo Margaret, then by all means, but you know, there's better monsters than Margaret out there, even in the farmable category, in my opinion. So you might not want to. Like, I think Jabberwock is a little bit better than Margaret, in my opinion. There we go, good. Nephthys is no gravity barrier, no wind. Like, the thing that's really cool about this Hatcher is that the base forms of those Hatcher monsters, like the 5-star versions, they all have the same abilities as their 6-star form. So Nephthys is her evolution, and her ascension is no gravity barrier and no wind. The base form, the 5-star, is also a no gravity barrier, no wind. Total has 4, which is Counter Slayer, Water Resistance, Flight, and Strike Shot Reducer. And so is the base form. So I think they're pushing the... Oh, come on, hit 1 at least. But they're really pushing the 5-star and lower. 5-star and lower thing. 5-star and lower dungeons. So could get some people to roll. Should I strike shot? Let's not. But in terms of that, that's really not bad. I wouldn't say you have to absolutely roll for it because there's no really good monsters for current stuff, but you know, they have potential for future stuff. Like Nephthys is a lock-on laser XL, which is, you know, of course crazy strong. Don't hit the damage wall, thank you. And then Total has 4 abilities, and the base Counter Slayer Atom is a double Slayer, I think. No, Atom has like 3 nulls. Has Flight, Damage Wall, and then no wind, and I should Strike Shot this time. Actually, I don't need to. Because Joker's not attacking, and the shield is not going to reach me. Almost. And I start off with Hermes, which is always good for that last, just to get rid of the shields. But yeah, Atom, really good support. But the Strike Shot's kind of useless at the Ascended form, so he has no damage wall, no wind, and then gauge of no flight, so technically 3 nulls. And then Bump Combo Speed Up, and then Super Blast, kind of like Ascended Tempest, which is really strong in terms of support. But the main thing is the Strike Shot. Oh my god, I actually missed that. Oh my god. I was not paying attention. And am I going to die again? Let's Strike Shot, and let's use it for damage. Okay. And I'm gonna Strike Shot here. Got the heart. God, why did I shoot that Arthur Strike Shot? But I guess should start talking about the next one. The what the hell? Okay, Joker's not a good dungeon for me. Joker, I should actually play it when I'm actually focusing. Although, I just missed Arthur's Strike Shot. I should actually focus when I play Joker. So let's switch to Queen of Hearts. Let's switch to Queen of Hearts. I need for Mad Hatter. Queen of Hearts, I need Bounce Pierce. Bounce Pierce. So... Pierce. I need a Pierce no gravity barrier monster, which is... I guess Oruga. I just gotta bring it just beyond. Actually, I shouldn't because I'll be focusing way too much and stop and not talk. I guess Dax, and then Rapunzel's really good, and then another bounce, and then another Pierce monster. Bishop. Why not? Queen of Hearts. I need it for Mad Hatter. And I do remember a lot of bounce monsters because everybody's stuck on the 31st floor. But the new thing, the new tower, Seal Jaded, which is like, it's really cool. And of course the prize is that Scroll of Honor, which gives you an extra berry slot for any of your monsters that you want. So your Transcendent monsters can have 3 now. But you can only get it once per month, so you have to be careful when choosing that. When you're choosing that. Other than that, in terms of, everybody's like asking, is the dungeons like the same, like even harder than the 40th floor because it's above the 40th floor of the tower? And in my opinion, it's not, just because, well, actually, it's hard for people with limited boxes. And I'm going to tell you why. So I'm going to actually talk about the bases, like what you have to do. So in order to get like the final prize, which is the scroll. So first you got to, there will be 20, of course, beat the 40th floor. That's kind of like a given. But the floors themselves, so there's 25 floors, and each will reward you with a jade. And of course there's going to be 25 in total, and once you get all 25, then you will get that Scroll of Honor. And there is a catch where there are 25 floors and you cannot repeat the same monster that you used in any of the previous floors that you have been. So of course, if you lose in that dungeon, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can still reuse them. But if you beat it, so let's say you have only one Robin Hood, and then you use it to beat Yamato Takeru, like normal Yamato Takeru, then you cannot use that same Robin Hood, even if you switch it from Evolved to Ascended, then even if you switch that, then you still won't be able to use it. So it has to be only one of the same monster. Of course, if you have duplicates of Robin Hood, then you can always use dupes for it. But it's really bad for people with limited boxes. Of course, co-op can actually help with that because you can always go for co-op and to get monsters that way. So it's not that hard. But of course, all your friends, the people that actually co-op with you, has to beat the 40th floor. So I don't think a lot of people can beat the 40th floor. So that is kind of limited. But as in terms of the actual floors, so they say there's going to be impossible and colossal floors up to, impossible wise is up to the war god, so up to Akasha, and then the colossal is up to what's his name? No, it's what's his name? Yomi. So you count it. So first round of impossibles is Izanami to Tsukiyomi, so that's 5. And then second round of impossibles, Ashura to Akala, so that's 10. And then 0 monsters, Izanami 0 to Tsukiyomi 0, that is 15. War Gods, Nirvana to Akasha, that's 20. And then first round Colossals is Avalon to Yomi. So there's your 25 floors of that Steel Jade dungeon, which is pretty much kind of expected. So now this is where the strategy. I'm pretty sure people that beaten the 40th floor can beat all those other floors, like all those impossibles and colossals. So I don't think that is a major problem. But It's more about if your box can handle not using Gabby for like 3 floors. AK like Yamato Takeru 0, and then Ninai Kanai. So it gets a little bit wonky there. And I'm just going to use it just so that I can deal some damage. So you really have to either rely on farmable monsters, or, you know, ask for co-op. Or if you have like a lot of hatcher monsters that are dupes and stuff like that, then by all means go for it. And I'll probably, if it actually comes next month, it's still up in the air where if it's actually coming next month. Chances are it might not, because they're like actually saying it's in development and stuff like that. But let's hope that it's up for next month, and then and we'll go from there. I might do some blog post or something to that effect to actually talk about my box and what monsters I will be using. And of course, I don't have all the OPs, but I might actually break out my Lucy, my New Year's Lucy, for that. I did roll Lucy, and I haven't used her like once. I think I used it once or twice, but I haven't really used it in a really important match, in like an Impossible or Colossal, or even in farming situations. So, so this might be a good time to break that Lucy. And probably, I don't even know who I'm gonna be using her on. Izanagi. Like what other? There's not really like floors that she's like absolutely needed in terms of tower floors. I mean, in terms of impossible dungeons. So I might just bring it to Izanagi. Although Izanagi is not that bad, I can probably do like Nunai-hyung or something, like Nunai-hyung X and stuff like that. But you really have to plan out your monsters. Or if you actually want to use fireballs, then you would use what's her name? Like just farm a bunch of impossible, like farm like multiples of Kushinadas, multiples of Izanami, Ninai Kanais, Daigokus, Hakuas, or whatever had you, and just raise them up for next for whenever it comes. I'll probably be using Izanami's for Nirvana instead of Kushinada, in my opinion. Do I need more Queen of Hearts? And where are you, Mad Hatter? Oh, Mad Hatter, Queen of Hearts needs 3. Do I have 3? I know I got 2 from the dungeon, but I'm not sure if I actually have 3. Okay, now I'll probably just do spades, quick spades, not co-op, and finish that off, and hopefully get 3. I doubt I'll get 3. Boom. So it's where your really non-used monsters time to shine. Like for me, it's probably like Hyoga. Hyoga's probably gonna get some love, and probably Izanami. I don't see much using him other than that. And then like Yamato Takeru 0 is relatively easy with farmables now because there is Eve Bell. So if you can't beat Yamato Takeru 0 without Robin Hood, of course there's Kurama and JP, but Eve Bell is, you can probably stack like 2 or 3 in there and you will probably be able to beat it. Other hard floors, like just basically in terms of your planning, think of the dungeons you are worst at and then stack the OPs for it. So if you're really bad at Eden, then you focus more on Skyomi in there. And then if you have a Lucifer, then that's like an easy game. But if you don't have Lucifer, or a friend Lucifer in that case, then you gotta focus like Skyomi there, in there. And then if you have any other Pierce No Warps, then focus and just bring those instead of using those no warp monsters for like Izanagi 0, because there's some overlap in those dungeons, or even normal Izanagi. Like if you're really bad at Yomi, the Colossal Yomi, not the Skyomi, then you bring Udi and stuff like that, and not save it for normal Skyomi, because you know that's pretty pointless. And normal Skyomi is relatively easy without those things. But when you come to think of it, like Pandora, like the 3 OPs, like the main 3 OPs, Lucy, Pandora, Gabby, like only Gabby has dungeons that are really fit for her, whereas Pandora and Lucy, not that much. So you can say that Pandora is like a super, Pandora and Lucy are like super subs, where it's like, or super fillers. So you can just fill them up with any dungeon that their abilities fit for. So for Izanami, you can probably bring evolve Pandora if you don't have any other good monsters, or bring it to Skyomi, or bring it to, if it's the no damage wall version, then you're going for Ashura and stuff like that. But I think like the key ones, like that are either super hard like Eden, or really limited in terms of viables like Niraikana and Krishna at 0. Start from there and then work your way down to like easier dungeons, and only got one of them. And this is my first drop, which goes to show how much I've played the stage. But this is my last run, so bear with me. I did die to Joker 2 times, which is never a good thing. But hopefully it'll come the next month, and then I'll do like a video, or maybe stream it. Stream it for like, just clear it like 5 every single day. Like just do the first 5. First round impossibles for one day, and then second round, and then all that for like a whole week, and that'll be something really cool. But we'll see. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.